would be a good laugh, for example, or potentially. 14, okay. What's up, hippo lovers? Nilly's Apartment Cup promo match for at least $160. Viper against TaToH. We will see a best of 5 Eldorado, Pontarina, Land Madness, Gold Rush, and Cross. We already drafted the civs and are now jumping into game number 1 here, roughly 1 week before the Apartment Cup itself starts. So somewhat of a good test to see how the players are doing. Not 100% serious civ choices, I assume, or maybe some very high level testing. We will see. And now we are jumping into game number 1 here. The Viper himself is playing with my favorite civilization, the Portuguese, and he is facing TaToH, who is playing Indians. Could have actually had the choice for Chinese as well, I believe. So that's kind of surprising to me. Had Italians banned and Chinese picked, but we will take a look into that a bit later. TaToH actually needed to loom, screwed his startup a bit here. 14.5 hours to go indeed. So if I stop now, I'm over my average now. Finally they're starting. Sorry my friend, it was only somewhat in my hands. I hope you still enjoy the show of Maniac. Don't get mad at me, please. Some deer at the front, Viper already with the scouts, and everyone who doesn't know this map, you might feel like, oh, there are some weird fish jumping around. And there's some weird stuff in the center. Well, you only have limited gold and stone. And have this beautiful area in the middle. And it's visible at all times. Swordfish in sand, indeed. And you cannot wall this. So this generates a lot of very aggressive games. And we will see how both players are trying to approach this. TaToH will win this. Thanks for the spoiler. Why are the Portuguese your favorite civ? Free cartography, cheaper gold units, and arquebus. Right? What else did I miss? Something. Oh! Stronger HP on chip as well. I'm not that big of a fan of Vitoria. Maybe they get a buff one day. Again. Oh, Viper. That's something that kind of only he does. Pushing those deer. And obviously you don't want to right click, otherwise he would attack. So you always want to do this. And now the last shot. Beautiful move. And now going for the mill in the back, obviously needing the second building to click up. TaToH with the mill there as well, lumber camp. And I'm curious what players will go for. If the Viper will just go for archers, if TaToH will just go for scouts. Would be somewhat reasonable. Yeah, Indians is really good on this map. Probably the second strongest civilization after the Chinese. Let's see how they are trying to play this out. Viper even without loom. So somewhat ahead in eco at the moment. Now going for a second lumber camp here. There, at least that's what it looks like. And if he goes on to archers, obviously the problem is a bit that he's not using the big fish advantage here. Arquebus was so nice pre-nerf. Yeah. Well, it's a bit more balanced now. I don't want to have the most broken civ as my favorite civ as well. And Viper clicking up and even queuing up a villager. As you saw, he was at 88 food, now dropping down to 38. And well, that multi-sheeping here while taking shorefish with, oh, not shorefish, taking deep fish with 3 villagers at the same time. Not the greatest thing for him. And that's a fight Viper will absolutely lose, even from the hill. TaToH is just staying around and he will snag that scout quite easily. Will be a good start for TaToH here. Going into this best of 5. Well, they're probably strong at civ. Nearly hi to all of you. Project Belgium. Playing Gold Rush and now already in the chat again. And Viper, he's just going scouts himself. That's so weird, right? Well, we have TaToH going for the scouts now, kind of as expected. And Viper maybe playing the mind games. Viper not got his scout war hacks on. Well, he wasn't in feudal age and fighting off a feudal age scout, so there's not much hacking you can do. Well, that would be too obvious. Did you enjoy my Regicide Fortress Titanic? Well, I enjoyed how Eddie played it. That's somewhat of an answer to your question. And scout. Oh, whoa, how did Viper... Tiny waypoint fell there. Could have done some damage and now is going on scouts himself. Ah, but that's with a big Civ disadvantage. So, kind of surprised that he's playing this way. Now wants to go for some walls over here. Pretty exposed at the moment. Spearman out of position, and this will get tricky for the Viper. I will leave TaToH in a good controlling position. Microsoft's villagers over, and the question is, does the Viper really want to show all the greatest Civ picks just 1 week before the tournament happens? Maybe he just wants to try stuff out. Let's see. One more week to go, guys. Such a long schedule for me, so much stuff I need to do, but I'm so excited for the upcoming week. Wow, should be so freaking good, and if players are taking those games seriously, I think we will see one of the highest level we've ever seen. Obviously offline games as well, so 0 lag. This should be just a great event. Viper getting tricky, going for Portuguese first. I think so as well. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's true. If you ever get the middle control, you're in a good spot for sure, since there are less gold intents. Byzantines would be decent. Well, maybe. It's not 0 lag, you're a liar. Well, very little lag. Just almost 0 lag. Nearly Kappa, okay. Viper so often walling lately. Well, that really shows you that he is taking those games seriously, right? So I love when he's walling, because that shows you he knows that there is a lot of pride on the line and that it's worth fighting for. Viper 1 villager ahead. TaToH already with lumber camp number 3. Didn't go for the greatest ones. Maybe this one. No, I would have liked a bit more. Viper now with a better engagement has 2 spearmen around, and that was a lot of damage dealt here. Oh, TaToH needs to retreat here. Fighting without spearmen himself. Was his plan to start after cup matches today? Yes, it was. Like after ESC, right? Oh, and Viper now switching on to stone. So he's trying to go for some center control. Maybe playing this very long feudal age war here. Would be interesting. TaToH, is he going on gold now? Yes, he is. Is he also going on stone? Yes, he is as well. So maybe some aggression here. And the Viper is walling his base completely. Love that. More farms from him in the back. Looks like a pretty sharp eco here. Gonna love that. Can you take lots of pictures and videos of behind the scenes stuff at NAC, please? So you can see the band of all the boys. I will update, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I post like 5 videos and pictures at my Twitter every day. NAC hype. Thanks, guys. Can't really concentrate on the game because I'm so nervous. But, well, TaToH with a lot of scouts now. Look at that. 70 military compared to 8. Viper won't really do too much here. He is completely walled. Is he switching into archers or what's his plan? Because he won't be doing too much. He's on stone. Don't tell me he's going for organ guns. What's your inspiration of having NAC tournament? Well, I always loved home story cups, but I think I would have had the idea myself if I didn't know home story cups. So yeah, it could be a big influence. I honestly don't know. Kind of weird. Okay, now the market, not really happy how he is balancing the resources at the moment. There was a hole next to Viper stable, yes, but now closed. And Viper got out without any big losses. 2-1 KD at the moment. Viper will click up any second. TaToH, not so great. Now building defensive towers himself. Viper stream cheating. And Viper going on stone, so that will be indeed organ guns. How well are they performing against Indian camels? We'll see. We'll find out. Probably not. Oh, did he just cancel? I think he just cancelled the stone mining upgrade, right? Now going for gold mining. Let me check that quickly. And in... No, he finished stone mining. Okay, all good. Just finished earlier than I thought then. Eco very efficient here from the Viper. KD still only 2-1. Viper with a 1 minute better uptiming. TaToH built so much more army but couldn't really do anything with it. Viper pretty efficient there with the defensive walling. Question is, will he add more? I would love to see him add more spearmen. And now try to go for the center control. I think Viper has to drop it forward, yeah. Not a lot of other options. Hole in wood incoming. It is pretty likely, right? It already is overchopped. Over here. Oh, and now he's deleting that house, going to the center, bought 100 stone, and that will be a castle that TaToH will not be able to stop. TaToH running around, and this will be... Oh no, that's way too passive. Maybe wanted to stay out of vision from TaToH. And TaToH does not see the castle. It indeed is out of vision. But still. I think that's a passive. So pikeman organ gun action against Indians. Whew. Papa trying to find a spot around. How the resources looking? Can he get up to another TC? I think that's something he should think about. Maybe buying 100 stone could help. Viper won't do much with his scouts here. TaToH even going for the light cav upgrade. Viper staying on the pikeman. Think he could have made it over here, yeah? I think so as well. And now organ guns coming. TaToH, how much stone does he gold does he have left? 1.1k, so that's not the most important thing. Viper making sure that he did not or is fixing the holes of overchopping here. Should be in time as well. Does the quick vault, super aware. And this is the intense quality play that I was looking for. TaToH going fast infantry. Both players don't really want to have any losses. Armies active at all times. Viper even walling behind this. This is such a safe play, and Viper going for the full center control. The organ guns, indeed. Okay, TaToH now moving out. What does the Viper see? He sees some of the villagers, not really going for that fight. Sees some of the light cap. Kind of has to feel safe. First TC from TaToH, but as we know, an organ gun outranges a TC. Solid pikeman amount as well. Viper walling his center there, and that's a nice denial of that TC here. Now the first move in with the light cap. What can the organ guns do against all the pikemen? For now, 0 upgrades. Each workshop only now, but maybe only to free the tech for... Oh, like blacksmiths to free the tech for the siege workshop. +1 defense on those pikemen. Would need +2 attack, I believe. Oh no, not really. That's against knights. Yeah, here +1 attack. What's about? So very little kills so far. TC denied for now. Let's get an update here. And TaToH switching into... Is that archers? Is it skirmishers? I'm confused. Fletching. That's for sure. Some organ guns being sent back. Some kept at the front. Viper trying to split off a bit. Using all the tree lines here to full advantage. This felt overchopped, but there's a tree behind. All good. I'm feeling pretty well, Ollery. Thanks for asking. With a lot of floating resources. I think the second barracks would help. Maybe some more upgrades on the siege workshop would help as well. Fortifying those walls behind. Great job. Viper playing this very strategically. TaToH's eco. Not that far ahead. 2 villagers has the same amount of TCs pretty soon. TaToH has nothing against the organ guns, you say? Well, he has 2 archery ranges. Not really producing out of them. Oh, he goes for massive stone, I thought. Since he built some defensive towers and a TC. Doesn't really seem like an option. +2 for the Viper now. So many choke points. Organ guns are actually pretty good. Let's take a look. Viper's trying to micro this off. This will be the first real kills. Trying to micro this back. And actually, like, that was a trade. 1 organ gun against 1 light cav. Changed some HP here as well. Look at that. Most of them kind of bruised now. This is watching like a chess grandmaster dominating without even attacking. It is really without attacking, right? And he now is should have so much stone as well. To maybe even build a second castle. How is TaToH trying to play this? We saw a Gold Rush game the other day against DauT where he played without any gold control and still won the game in a beautiful, beautiful way. Let's see if we could see that repeated. Viper going for forging, still only 1 barracks, now builds a TC close to his castle. And I think we will see another castle. And that just secures all the control. So it keeps his scouts alive. Kind of passive game. Both players kind of trying to find holes in the defense of the enemy. And oh, that's overchopped. That's overchopped. Does the Viper see that? Obviously, all those light cav in could easily change the game. Viper would lose, I would say, 15 villagers if those get in. Oh, Viper. And he's building the castle at the front. He is maybe not taking care of this. Those could all go in and... Oh no, TaToH clicked on the left-hand side. He's trying to get in here. This could have changed the outcome of the game. And the organ gun still at the center. 15 HP here, and this is overchopped. The Viper not on point. Is he getting the quick one? Yes, he is! How did he do that again? This is the sickest player of the world. This is overchopped. He doesn't care. At the same time, still the aggression, killing all those skirmishers over here. And Viper, this is still open, but the quick ones were in time. That was so lucky indeed. That could really change the game. Viper could lose like so much of his eco. This is open. What is he doing? Sick. Pikeman around. Big one in cheating. Somewhat is, right? TaToH now up to Imp even. He has 30 more gold left. Out of stone already. Mangled can't really do something if you are microing well. We are at the point of Viper's resources, so not a lot of food. Viper trying to split off against the Mangonel. And, well, not taking a lot of hits there. Pikemen are around to intercept all the light cav if they decided to come over. Not really doing the defense there. And organ guns, finally! Getting the love they deserve. Or, I mean, Portuguese. Double castle production. Can he go? Where's TaToH going to him? Okay, back TC. Oh, TaToH going for guard tower. But with only having 2. That won't really do too much. And this just feels somewhat outclassed here. What did TaToH have a single good move this game? Doesn't really feel like it, right? Double castle gunpowder units. Oh, I'm getting some bad memories. Okay, Viper. Seems like TaToH didn't want to attack before Hussar upgrade. At least that's what I'm thinking. Viper with another aggressive castle here. Knows that he's completely controlling this center area. GG Red. Let's see about that. Going up to him now has also 16 less villagers. Whoa. Oh, and TaToH? Well, he's preparing a side attack now. He doesn't want to contest the center. He's up to him. Viper clicked as well now. Just trying. And this TC, like this TC will fall so quickly. He's just trying to take the center area. Completely fine for him as it seems. This is so dominating in such a bad way. Like just suffocating TaToH like an actual snake would do with its prey. Thanks, JK rolling. Oh, and Viper is fearing the side attack, trying to build an outpost, and he sees those villagers now, so he knows, okay, something is up. And how will he react? Will he try to continue with this push through the center? Maybe some stone walls? He's just going for a defensive castle. This guy knows it all. He's protected behind this wood line, and this castle, a small pause. TaToH saw Viper's carefully walling and quick walling and assumed he's clearly done his work properly walling, and has assumption will likely cost him the game. Defensive castle is up, and this, well, guard tower alone won't really do too much. Look at that, no villagers in the TC. Viper's just shredding through here. Oh, well, taking some damage, but outranging this. Organ guns are okay-ish positioned. And Viper just walling more. This is such a strategic play. I'm so impressed by the Viper. Organ guns are the new Cobra cars. Okay. Kind of feels like it, right? TaToH can't even afford Hussar upgrades. We don't have Bracer. And TaToH just needed a small break. TaToH is 200 gold at the moment. Market prices at 35 for wood, 66 for food. Not even the greatest prices there. The Viper 157 pop. This is just an incredibly clean execution out of the Viper. Now up to Imp here as well. Still full control over the gold and wood. Now shredding all those skirmishers. We see TaToH trying to micro this, trying to play his very best. Actually, two balling those organ guns, so that's not too shabby. No, Viper selling food so TaToH has higher prices? No, I don't think so. It's not like Viper has the greatest of food ecos himself. University now to get siege engineers. Giving him +1 attack, but more importantly, +1 range. Oh, TaToH now switching into cap drams. 3 siege workshop over here. And Onlu, thanks for those, my friend. Good luck tomorrow, or enjoy your time over at Escape AoE. Casting there. TaToH trying to regroup. 64 military for him. Can he maybe take a very great fight? Elite organ guns here. I don't even know the difference in the stats, honestly. Let's take a look. 60, 16. I don't think that range and defense will change. Maybe HP and some more damage. I believe it's 18 damage. Elite organ guns. We'll take an update now. And it's 20 damage. 2 more defense and 10 more HP. Poof. And now the big attack. Guys, this could be the game deciding fight. If TaToH somehow kills everything, he could still get a control of the center. But the Viper way too aware of letting that happen. Organ guns doing massive amount of damage. Positioning just perfect. The traps, yeah, they could maybe die. But he kills all the cavalry. The castle is helping out as well. And TaToH just lost everything except some of his skirms. The villagers now fighting off the ram. Actually, the organ guns are doing the damage nonetheless. And this is just shredding everything. What a weird, weird game we have been seeing. Wow. Wow. The Viper, super clean play, walled everything off, and he just outclassed TaToH, who played a super solid game. I can't even really name it. Mistake that TaToH did. Maybe a bit too many scouts. Maybe a bit too many spearmen. But well, after that, was the game already over? Feels so weird. And well, score is now 1-0 for the best player in the world, who doesn't want to see a single showmatch slip out of his hands, as it seems. Oh my god, Portuguese and Orient guns. 2p, please nerf. No, don't, please. He is in love with Orient guns. Didn't he on stream tell me how bad they were at one point? I think he did. So, draft time. We are now out of Indians and out of Portuguese. Next map will be Pont Arena. Kind of has to be Malay for the Viper band. Oh, then quick up timings are good. Actually, Chinese are still pretty good on land madness as well. True, true. So Mongols. I think Mongols has to be the TIF now for the pick for Pont Arena, right? And probably Burmese against this. Khmer. I think Khmer are pretty good on land madness as well. I think you can like do like pop 16 up. Like pop 16 scouts. Lady said he thinks they are pretty good and most underrated them. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying for months. Organs work in certain situations, but they can do what they were intended to do with the FE team. Don't do what they were intended to do. Okay. I think Khmer are really strong in land madness. Khmer can hide in house in the wood. That as well. I will go Hans in land madness. Fine with me. I think he should go for Khmer. There's no counter to organ guns. That's bad. Beyond Rage using his Twitch Prime. Cheers, man. Pont Arena. I feel like hiding in house is not as useful as casual players think it is, since the house don't do damage. On land madness is actually pretty good, honestly, because you can't really wall. And in the initial design of Khmer, houses actually did damage. They actually like shot some arrows, but that quickly got fixed. Do you guys know why NAC or ECL are so great? We see stuff that is not Arabia, and people will probably shut up with all nerf codes for stuff that is only good on Arabia. I don't think they will shut up. House rush meter. Well, if it has one range and one damage, it's not that imba. Like, you don't know the stats of it, right? Everyone thinks it's a tower. Need to do a beer tutorial at some point. Grow. Like people can't say like, oh, there is an idea, it has to be inba. Well, I can't tell you much. Like, I have I think a good razor, but I haven't shaved in ages, so that's not it. I think it's just lucky genetics. How was today's Tinder stream? Short but sweet. Can you do a makeup tutorial? I've never ever used makeup in my life, I believe. I saw one from a dad and one from Bean Dip, but I think you know stuff much better than them. We'll be doing a meal replacement salad. Do you mean... Wait, what do you mean?
Yes.
Do you mean Satoru? I contacted me as well. Ready to drink food, limited summer edition. 1/6 daily balanced nutrition. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe. Did you know that your Satoru Twitch Prime allows you to subscribe for free? Is it free pick? We did a draft before that. Nearly, we can hear the game. Sure, it didn't start. I have no idea, Stark. I have no idea. I'm sitting in front of the screen. Maybe you can tell me. Did the game start?
Rogan?
Hey Nilly, do you know the real-time strategy game called ZZ? And if you, what your thoughts on it?
I don't know that. No. Sorry. Okay, change the scene. That's what I needed to hear, guys. There wasn't enough 14 spamming. So let's just jump into game. Nice overlay. Now I know what you want. We are jumping into game number 2. It is Pond Arena. So, so the Viper indeed is playing Burmese, trying to make something happen on the land probably, and TaToH is playing Mongols. And we could see some sneaky strategies. He talked to me quite a bit about that, but I don't want to really talk about it before the NAC. Maybe he wants to keep some strategies, but we will clearly see him go up quickly and try to go for water. Viper will probably contest water a bit, even 5 on wood already, and maybe just goes full land attack with some Burmese monkas. Mango dice are good versus a Rambite. That's very true, but we won't get into that phase. We will have way too small egos to ever get like the elite Mango die fight against the Rambites. That was what it would be like to watch Nearly Blind. Well, my ex-girlfriend always wore a blindfold. But that's not what you're talking about, right? Dark Age Transport incoming. Perhaps. Castle Age Mango Dice. Yeah, even that. I don't see TaToH really going for defensive Mango Dice here or a defensive castle. But maybe if you see something like that. But well, I would Viper. Oh, that's actually quite easy. Like, you could just get through 1 tree, right? You have an ex-girlfriend, you must be the king of the nerds. Yeah, like every girl I'm meeting, I'm asking her like, do you want to be my next ex-girlfriend? Oh, the boar! Oh, how is this boar running into the TC? And the other day, mine was 6 HP, ran back, then I shot it, it had 3 HP and I killed it over here. It wasn't even in range of the TCs for my teammate.
That blindfold joke was bad, man.
Thanks. Uh-oh, Burmese. That's a militia. That's Dark Age Transporter. That's a Drush on an arena map. Drush on an arena map. Hallelujah. Now they realize it's AOC. No. It's obviously Burmese against Mongols. Okay, so Drush is coming in. TaToH doesn't even have loot. So that could get tricky. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Those militia better learn to swim. Well, they have a friend. And the scout is coming over as well. And then Drush into... Viper doesn't need to go on gold either. So that would be just be a casual 3 militia Drush. Is now coming over, won't get stopped. TaToH with only 2 on food here. And let's see how TaToH will try to wall this up. Viper now on the other side. Didn't really scout the area, the sides though. TaToH quick walls here, runs through the TC, and that will already be some lots HP. 28 here, TaToH trying to go for some more quick walls, doing a reasonably good job here. And Viper won't do much, 53 HP on this house. Can the Viper maybe kill this one? 29, TaToH not really taking care, 17 HP. Okay, now gets it down. Is he trying to run through? Looks a bit like it. Oh, that's not the commitment he really wants to go for. This is looking good for TaToH. Well, this is a show match right here. Well, it's $160 on the line, right? I should maybe update the title a bit. And this is actually $160 NAC promo. Great response by TaToH. Yeah, indeed. Nice quick walls towards the TC. Viper can't do much, but that's a bit to distract, and then he will transition. And now goes onto the deer on the outside. TaToH will have a huge control of the center though. I actually would love to see him go for archers. Like an archer landing through the center is something that would be really deadly for the Viper. Oh, and Viper going onto stone, so that will be the transition into a Rambai and archers indeed. I would love to see like a transporter over here, the archers around in this area, and this would be so bad for the Viper. I think he needs to wall behind this, like a second layer wall. Absolutely needed, otherwise he could just die. Archers and FI? Why would he go fast and here? Oh, fish usage will be huge for sure. Think Viper should maybe even... he cannot attack here, otherwise he would get cleared up. Viper is going for another dog. How ballsy is he? Look at that. Did he see an archer range? Did he maybe see the +1 attack? No. No blacksmiths yet. Viper just knows what's up. Spider senses. Yeah, and that dog will be blocked. Oh, going for... Yeah, okay, the right sheep. 4 on stone here, so the caster will come up eventually. And the Viper is now running through, wants to get the scouting intel, but TaToH was just so active. Look at how well TaToH is playing. Viper, does he see the archer range or is he dying before that? He sees the archer range, sees the flag, so he knows what's up. Beautiful. Like, that's just so great RTS gaming. That he knows, okay, my militia aren't doing anything. This is the moment where I need the intel, and he's sending in his scouts. TaToH, take my energy, guy. I want to spam that as well. How do I select that? Nice. Oh no. Take energy as well. Okay. Hopefully. He will get my energy, even without the emote. And archers now coming in. Where is the blacksmith? Would have loved to see the blacksmith at the wall as well. Now defensive tower. And Viper's up to castle edge. Let's take a look how TaToH is doing here. Rushing out a market now. And even building a demo. What is that one for? trying to land, but where to? Oh! Oh, I didn't really spot that. It seems like those will just need to run now. Didn't lose anything, but, well, only getting 2.2 deer on investment of the mill. Oh, and I forgot to put chat off. My bad. So it will be a Rambai after all. TaToH? What is he transitioning into? Looks like crossbowman to me for now. TaToH, I want to see his scout being active at all times. Left hand side, he didn't see scout anything at the right hand side. That's why he's sending a scout over now. In Archer at the left hand side, he kind of knows that it's unlikely that Viper will ever go from that side. And Viper now, well, that's still diagonal gate. So he needs to finish that gate to actually like hold anything. And that one as well. I think that's not the strongest of walls. There's Viper building his castle here at the side. TaToH will instantly spot it. Somewhat of a risky one. Now pulling more villagers. Oh, sending a second Archer. KD at the moment 6-0. It's obviously something that the Viper can afford. I thought the gate thing is fixed. Oh, I didn't know. That's beautiful. But I don't think so. Lame deer? Oh no. Ripperino. And now ram by Siege Workshop Action. Stark. That's some heavy language. I will not allow that in here. I actually like you quite a bit as a person, so that kind of surprised me. Do you know the spotted website where you can describe some woman or man that you met and fell in love with? No. What does nearly AoE say? Are you really trying to engage this? Did they change the color of the darts? Or did they always look like this? I just feel like they look so much better. Oh, TaToH! Oh, Oh, okay. Viper's now retaking water. Not much TaToH can do without going for some real galleys. Taran's still having nightmares about diagonal gates and Acropolis. Oh god, that game. Oh, this is the same as your player color. Okay, that's why mine always look beautiful red and not the ugly yellow. And TaToH, defensive siege workshop, is heavily on stone. Did add 3 TCs already. Same villager count though. I bought only 2 TCs. Let's see what we can make happen. Is he actually attacking close to the stone there? Interesting. See if TaToH can get a TC up. Papa said that the Rambai darts looks best in yellow. Obviously, that's what he says. What's the thing with diagonal gates? Okay, I will tell you. Like this, you cannot pass, right? But the thing is, if he starts to wall, you can see it's only this foundation, right? So it's not actually blocking that tile and that tile. So you can pass this if the gate isn't finished. So the diagonal gates need to be finished. Otherwise, it's not really blocking the area. So you cannot quick wall with diagonal gates, for example. And one mangonel shot here that seems pretty well done. Viper dancing around, 1.8k HP on those walls. Does TaToH really want to engage at this far at the front? Viper, he's now moving in, knows that the villager should be coming. And will snipe the villager, or will he not? 41 HP here, and the Viper will loses one Rambai. Monka S is trying to go back. This is a pretty solid defense by TaToH. 41 HP here. Is he trying to move in again? Wouldn't really make... Oh! That was a heavy hit. And the Viper's retreating. Going for Monastery and Stable here. Did he not spot the castle yet? Oh no, he has no idea. So he doesn't even know that this will be pretty ugly for him. And we have the first fire galley out through the center. Viper has no chance of attacking here. I think he can even delete the Monastery there. Won't really achieve anything. Oh, TaToH, 10 villages ahead. He's in a good spot. Wheelbarrow for the Viper. TaToH, let's take a look. 43 is not all of them running perfectly. Sets up a solid food eco behind this though. And now goes on Mangodai. And wasn't there a guy in my chat that said Mangodai's actually performed well against the Rambai? And I told them like, that's a matchup we won't really see. Well, good that I have smarter people than me in the chat. I want TaToH to win. Tired of Viper winning. I will see. If anyone, I believe at the moment, TaToH is in the best position. Maybe Lyri can make something happen. No botkin arrow yet. Oh, did he really need it? He's getting it now. Viper with another castle here. I think he has to be thinking about clicking up. Yes, he is. So maybe some trap aggression into 1 gold and 1 stone spot here. Allow him something. TaToH running around, but that's all stone walls. Nothing can really happen here. Viper not having the greatest moves here. And Viper up to him. Let's take a look at the resources of TaToH, who's ahead by 30 villagers roughly. Still queuing up villagers, not really on gold. Now builds the siege workshop in the back there, trying to abuse the market as well. He sees that Viper abused the market, so he's heavily using it now. Knows that he needs to rush to him, and suddenly all his resources are heavily climbing. How did he do that? Cancelled a lot of the villagers, and suddenly he is up only 35 seconds later. How did he do that? That was quick. TaToH is a hacker indeed. LeBron lost. When is the trading or the free agency? And I believe on like Sunday, right? Or the free agency starts on Sunday, right? Something like that. Oh, that's a risky spot for some demos. Oh. TaToH needs a second castle to win the trap war. Well, let's take a look. He's going more for the ram war, as it seems. Now healing up the Rambai again. Right hand side, some aggression. TaToH picking up the relics. Siege workshop at the right hand side as well. So that will be tricky for the Viper. Trying to defend that. Is he looking maybe in castle number 4? Not really yet. Mass Monka and the Rambai is the answer at the moment. Where is he going with this Rambai? Oh, sees the other side. Sees that all the relics are getting picked up. Now might even... No, he can squeeze out here. TaToH 1000 points lead. Chemistry for the Viper. So wants to add some bombard cannons as well. Oh, what is this switch? I would really love to see some cannon guns as well. MBL played them beautifully in another show match we hosted here for Pontarina. Oh, TaToH has rams, but Viper has a ram by. Well, okay. TaToH collects another relic, more traps. And how is TaToH playing this? Now going for the full repair. And look at that, he isn't even queuing up anything in the front siege workshop. All in the back, and now we'll go for the big ram attack. Something that Viper has no answer to. A Ramby not performing too well. Eco pretty low from the Viper, center control somewhat neutral. How are they playing this out? Viper will get drilled. Indeed. Chili jokes everywhere. Welcome to my channel. TaToH has monks. No, Viper has monks. But TaToH has monkholes. Why did he switch focus? Oh, that's a bad sign for... That's a bad sign for the Viper. Oh god, and they are running in the Ferrari Rams. Can Viper get some conversions here? He doesn't even have redemption yet. He's going in, trying to debate a bit as it seems. Tries to go for a mango die, but those traps are down, sending some villagers to the front. Getting attacked at the right hand side as well. Trying to get the castle defense there running. Another quick elephant, and that castle might not even die. I'm a bit surprised how TaToH is approaching this. That he's splitting all those off. But this attack at the side, oh, drill, is just so sexy, don't you think so, guys? And those Ram by doing 1 damage per shot. Really needs to do more mangonel damage. Actually, Viper is holding this quite nicely, but will lose at least 1 castle. This one looks like it could get saved. We now have redemption. Favor is coming around. TaToH deleting his own Rams. Those all. And I'm not sure if I've ever seen fortified walls from Bemis. They are pretty as well. And that's all saved. Viper, in a situation that could have GG'd basically every person in the world, still, well, somewhat in the game. But yeah, not looking too pretty. Rams now coming over. Mangonel needs to fight some more. Not really getting the shots off at the moment. They're just trying to fight this off. Why is the Mangonel not shooting? Elephant not really there as well. And now Thumbring, Ballistics. Elite Mango Dice will just finish the game, but this is still a pretty impressive hold by the Viper, that he did not lose that castle and did save this castle for now as well. And it will even hold longer. 200 HP here, and the last Ram. Oh, 100 HP left. Oi, oi, oi. What is this wall? 200 HP only. Wasn't TaToH just too greedy here? I think he knows what's up. I think, yeah, he just could have cleaned everything here. He probably wanted to kill all 3 castles at the same time. Lines for TaToH now. Elite Mango Dice. Oh. That elephants without any upgrades won't perform too well. Monks don't perform too well either. TaToH is going back a bit. Take a look at those Rams. Not getting the kills in against... Oh, nice block. It's a nice body block here. 1 Ram converted. No other ones though. Now tries to go for more. TaToH going for the jump arounds. Viper is playing this quite nicely. I'm quite surprised. Now switching into Elite Skirmishers, I would reckon. Viper is, like, I don't want to say he's still in this game, because I feel like TaToH is so far ahead. But Viper's doing moves beyond my beliefs. How he is still in this game. Now going for Siege as well, like Siege Engineers. Going for +2 attack. He's going for Skirms there. Still not a good answer against Rams. If he just spams bombard cannons and controls this area, and we mentioned that before. A lot of important resources here. 1 main gold spot, another gold spot behind there, the stone as well. Maybe some skirms over here at the left hand side could also help out. Bit weird that he's splitting this off and another attack in there. Siege Rams, but only 2 Siege Rams, that's not enough. Should focus down the Mangonite with the castle, and then the Mangonel in the back could do something. TaToH running around, tries to go for some raids here. These skirms, that's just a big waste for TaToH, if I believe. Yeah, but me skirms are so bad, I agree. Oh, and some attacks here at the front did get some conversions. Lost all his monks at the same time while the attack was coming over here. Maybe that was why TaToH was doing it. Score now even heavier in favor. More ram attacks here. Monks lost most of their phase. TaToH now switching into Hussars, or at least light cav for now. Most of the Mangum dice died. And Viper actually closed the pop difference to less than 30. How did she do that? Elephant still around. Would love to get a defense upgrade here. This castle. Oof! What a beautiful move. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. And that siege ram won't kill the castle either. Don't get me wrong. I still believe TaToH is in the perfect position. And yeah, Viper agrees here. So this is 1-1 now. And Pont Arena goes in favor of potentially the stronger civilization. Mongols just so good there. Having the faster uptime. We had the Viper with the Trite Rush. Beautiful defense from TaToH, spotted instantly. Obviously, it was tough to not spot. But then perfect reaction and played this down like a genius. Take a look at achievements. Viper with the better kills. It's quite surprising to me. Maybe a bit of throws in the end of TaToH. Trying to snipe some more costly units. Beautiful play by actually both. Really liked it of both. And I will take a quick bathroom break. We will have 1.5 minutes to go anyways. So Mongols out of the question and Burmese. So next up will be Land Madness. I believe this will be Chinese against Khmer. And I'm super excited for this. Super excited. I think Han should be safe for Cross. Britons for Gold Rush. On the other side we have, I believe, Malians. Well, maybe Berbers for Gold Rush and Malians for Cross, right? That's what I would think. But maybe we'll see some outsmarting. Well, Ramba are not a free one apparently. Well, they never were. He called that too early? No. The game was over for quite some time. He had the best moves possible and still had no chance. Weird timing for the GG. It's a weird timing, but it wasn't too early. You should make a vegetarian mod for AU2 where you gather soya bones and lure broccoli and hunt spinach. Isn't that a great idea? Okay, I'm right back. Ah. And yeah, not the tips I wanted to see, guys. Not the tips I wanted to see. And we are just jumping into game number 3. It will be played on Land Madness. TaToH won game number 2. And we will have the hunt for Mr. Viper. Land Madness. Obviously such a beautiful map. And for everyone who doesn't know this map, you cannot walk in this stony area here. And that puts you in the position that most of the big walls are just too costly to really go for them. For example, if he wants to wall that woodline, he needs to go outside here and this whole area to be super safe. Small walls are possible, but can never really protect you too well against, for example, archers. Therefore, we have seen quite a lot of aggression on this one. There are a lot of random spots everywhere, but gold is running out. You need to expand at some point. I reckon they should have gone Byzantines and put keep on the hippo, right? Or was that a different game? I have no idea what you're talking about, so I will just say it's a different game, yes. Is this supposed to be tower heaven? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You always can find different stone to fall back. And, well, where are the real areas where you want to tower? You can, it's tough to wall in your villages sometimes. And so we haven't really ever seen a single tower rush or mass tower defense on this. And I've like casted 5-6 games on this one now. Robo sleeping already? Dude, it's only 9 AM for you. How would you do that? Probably wrapping up. Great work, as always, Mr. Robo, the man behind the scenes of Escape AoE tournaments. Well, I did that in the last King of the Hippo in one of the noobs matches. Ah, Byzantines and put keeps on the hippo, right? Ah, Manu. Now a ring is belling here. A ring is belling, exactly. Ay. 86 hours. The bell is ringing. Now I know what you try to refer to. Viper scouting a lot of the area, and on the other side we have TaToH. Let's take a look what he scouted so far. It's smaller. Trying to push some deer as it seems. And I kind of expect double scouts. I still feel like Khmer Chinese would have been the perfect civs here. You're spawning with resources under your TC, berries close by, deer close by, a boar as well. And look at that, Viper is trying to micro here, and meanwhile he is... Oh. Yeah, now he's pulling some of the berry villagers over to the deer. Interesting move. Some fires here. Debbie, good evening. Nearly hi to you. In Germany, a ring spell. Ay. In Germany, Tom bell. Why in Russia, Tom bells ring you? Ay. I'm so sorry, guys. I will. In the future, I will think before I talk. No, I shouldn't do promises that I can't keep. And TaToH with a better Dark Age here, as it seems. Did you loom this? Yeah. 10-21. With the 22 up, the Viper with the 10-9 timing. So not super sharp, but still okay. Absolutely okay. And I'm expecting both players to go for full. Oh. TaToH. Going for M&As. I like. Let's see how the Viper is trying to defend this. What civ is better for this map? That's a beauty. We still don't know. We still don't know, guys. I would say... Hans? I think it's super close. I think both of the are top 5 civs, I would say. When am I back at Rocket Beans at the Friday of NAC. I will go there with Viper, TaToH, TaToH, Jordan, and MBL. And we will play some. Stable with 4 villagers now from the Viper. Kind of weird. Going for the mass farms now. And we see the aggression of TaToH. That's 4 aggressive villagers, 4 MA, soon to be. Did he add a spearman? Yes, as well. So that will be some brutal aggression. Let's see how the Viper is trying to defend this. Is rushing out a defensive tower. Does not want to die to this early pressure from TaToH, who obviously is investing quite a lot into this. Wants to wait till the M&A upgrade before he takes the first fight. 1 single damage dealt so far. And the spearman already losing quite a lot of HP. The tower will go up. Yeah, Lyri won't be allowed. Because he's not 18. Rocket Beans, Viper out nearly. Well, all of them as well, right, Johnny? But don't spread the word. I'm pretty stupid to talk about it again. Like I'm doing this so often. I'm so excited for this. Just wait for the official announcement from Rocket Beans. Don't ask them anything about it. I'm so sorry again. Really bad move for me, over and over again. I should really learn, but who also learns is, yeah, everyone who watches this game, because it is absolutely high class. Now some scouts microing, 1 villager denied, trying to go for another one, trying to micro some villagers back. Pretty intense war. The Viper is moving in here, but still against 4 M&A. That's not really a fight he can take. We just need to micro back. I think that's not really an option how he's fighting this off. Ay. Do you already know where the meet and greet will take place? Yeah. The location is in the... Oh god, Viper tried to wall this in, or tried to wall his villager in, and wanted to fight this down. Didn't really happen. Massive amount of wood from him. Oh no, not anymore. But what can he really do? So many farms idle now, and this is like... Viper is in a world of pain. Whew. Mara and Marco don't know anything about it. I told them. Like, honestly, I told them and I invited them. But yeah, I will talk to them again. Like, oh no, okay. Well, I will deal with that a bit later. What tournament this is? This is a promotion for Nili's Apartment Cup. The big 1v1 tournament coming up next Sunday. Oh, those are some losses. That's some lost HP that he really doesn't want to have. Viper's still in some troubles. Well, he is 2 villages ahead, but a lot of them idle. TaToH's DC idled quite a bit as well. I'm not really sure how this is actually possible. That Viper is ahead here in villages. Had so many struggles and a lot of low HP builds here. That they could easily die. 1 skirmisher, 1 archer. Not really on gold. Now going on it over here. We'll delete, or we'll kill that tower eventually. Debbie, thanks for telling me. As I said, I will write them again. I think I will write like Donnie as well. Yeah. Everyone's going to the Schlager move, indeed. Oh, TaToH going with another forward. Another 4 villagers aggressively. Let's take a look. Where is he on stone? Oh yeah, that beautiful mining camp over here. And that will be a pretty deadly tower. How is the Viper reacting to this? Can he really move in? Not really, right? Skirms and archers doing very little damage against those M&A. Look at TaToH's Fog of War. I will. He sees the wood line here. He sees all that. And is just attacking through the center. TaToH has wheelbarrow. I would be surprised if he does, and he does not. Yeah. Next tower, and Viper just losing so many farms. Look at that. Losing another archery range as well. The damage output from TaToH just so big. Why didn't he go to the mill with his men-at-arms? Maybe he didn't think Viper would be that ballsy to send villagers out here. And didn't... Well, he did scout that one in the back as well. Viper going for lumber camp number 3. That's kind of interesting. Comes around and losing so many farms. Viper still ahead by 2 villagers. I have no idea how he did that. Archer Rangers. Now dead. Another tower blocking so many more farms. Oh, TaToH idling 2 of those villagers at all times. Actually, like, he has 1 idle villager in exchange. Let's take a look. Any low HP villagers here? He's now trying to fight this off. We'll probably try to snipe that 1 villager, but TaToH sees it. And beautiful reaction for sure. Now going for another mill. This is just the aggressive games that I wanted to see with this map. So tough to wall, so easy to do damage. Tough to really save your resources. Now goes for another stone spot here for another mill. And this map is just giving us great, great aggression. Pure land madness. And TaToH, tech switch incoming. 1 stable, +1 defense and bloodlines. Does he have any scouts prepared? Not yet. I'm surprised that he actually is going for scouts. Those M&As aren't performing too poorly. Would love to see a second stable. If he goes bloodlines and +1 defense, he needs to do. Oh, he already has 5 scouts. Oh god, they could GG everything. Like, they are so good now. Viper has no answer to that. He's completely distracted at the front. Didn't even get an attack sign probably. Or did he? Viper, no answer yet. Trying to micro at the front. Oh god, that will be so many losses. I wouldn't be surprised if Viper calls this. He didn't react at all. He didn't see that. GG. TaToH leading 2-1. Sick action. Whew. Nearly, why is there a 2-minute delay? Because I wanted to have matched that so that people could watch the records. It's 1.5 minutes delay, by the way. Good stuff. Yeah, I could have done it without delay. And suddenly, TaToH leading 2-1. Maybe I'll write another message to the Viper. And well, that was sweet. All those scouts, what a nice surprise as well. Forging was coming around, and well, that aggression was just too much for the Viper. Couldn't really defend against the M&A. Wow. What a toughie. Nice of play. Would someone message the Viper that there's $160 on the line? The line man. I'm not sure if he reads Skype now. Oh god, spec delay already started. Well, happens. Whew. This is really the opposite of Premium 2 at GT, yeah. Why are you still streaming? It's late. Ah, my bad! I forgot to stop streaming. Ah, that sometimes happens. I stream and then I forget to stop streaming. TaToH will win this map. He's so tricky and Gold Rush is a gimmicky map, so we'll have a strat. Really close to 100 hours. Oh, we'll see. Could also finish it in this sitting. Okay guys, instantly game number 3, Gold Rush coming our way, and we have Britons against Chinese. I have no idea why TaToH has Chinese here, and seems like good luck, have fun. TaToH didn't respond in time, and now wishes good luck, have fun back. This will be a huge task for TaToH. I think Chinese against Britain's heavy underdog in my idea. Britons are so good here. Viper has a pretty bad map, kind of open. TaToH can wall himself up okay-ish, I would say. Where are the berries? Oh, open. Well, not too great either, actually. I cannot really save that gold with those walls. But, well, that's a safe golden stone if I've ever seen one. Oh, man. Just a lumber camp here, gold stone. So, and some farms. If the berries were here, this would be like a fast imp map. And yeah, Viper is so much closer to the gold. If we take a look here, hill, and this amount of area, some T90 boost, some more T90 boost. And then, yeah, Viper super close to that. So this looks pretty good for him. Golden Pit is so much better. Okay. Gold Rush is less balanced. That's true. Are they playing the right version? Yes. Nilly's Apartment Cup. I think it's the version that we're also using in ECL without pawns. Make it a bit more fair. Okay. So how are they playing this? Maybe... But even, yeah, Chinese, how can they approach an early attack in Feudal Age? I don't really know. And if we're in castle age, those crossbowmen are just way too good. TaToH kind of needs to go for mass elite skirmishes. Tricky spot for sure.
Ready.
TaToH with somewhat of a reasonable start. Vipers. Yeah, the center gold is closer to Viper than the second gold for TaToH. Like it's one not close. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Sick. TaToH will go lots of scouts for map control. I love how Viper is already building the houses away from him, so that he can go for like kind of a natural wall later on. And scouting with the sheep in the back, that's just so clever play. Trying to find out where he can wall and how the map will shape out for him in the long run. Now pushing some deer, as you should. Oh, TaToH! Not even a single hit. Ay. Okay, now getting some damage done. 2 hits there. And sometimes, when the chat is too idle, I would like to go for Pirate myself. No, I screwed up. No. Oh. Well, I just want to show you how lazy you are. Fail. Well, it happens to the best of us, right? Oh. Nearly. Oh, I should time myself out. 5 more HP for the Viper now. TaToH just needs to fall back and goes for the Drush here. Is that a Drush FC? Uh-oh, Viper! Ooh, 5 HP left only. And TaToH with 950 time and wins the Scout War. Viper with the sloppy play and TaToH with the solid Dark Age here. Pop 22, 950. Let me do the nearly math. That's 10-5. It's 10 seconds behind. When do we ever see 950 Chinese? That's solid. 3 out of 10 pyramid. Try again next time. Sick. And where the second gold? Not too great. Oh, and now going for the side deer as well. And I assume TaToH has no idea about that, yeah. And the Drush. Viper just going through the center, not running into any wolves. I meant VAR on that scout fight, please. What is VAR? Viper now going on to mining camp. I think I would have loved the mining camp over here. But this one's okay as well, I believe. Watch World Cup, man. Why? Football instant replay. Okay. Actually, I will have instant replay for Nils Apartment Cup. And now the first engagement. TaToH is indeed going for scouts for map control. But Ted again, being the smart one. And he even squeezed in horse color. TaToH? Don't tell me he's scout. No, he won't scout those. Those are a bit too far off to really scout them. TaToH must be surprised, like, where's your food eco, my friend? How you holding up, broski? Fine, broski. Thanks for asking, broski. Hope you're having a wonderful night. And tomorrow, beautiful cast over at Escape AoE. And TaToH going for the forward. Viper could be in some troubles. That won't be the smoothest FC of all times. Has a defensive stone that he knows of. But double gold here, stone here. Like, luckily he can always just go on this gold. This is so weird. Now the blacksmith would have loved a bit of another placement. Spearman still around. Viper should know what's up. TaToH is, could he go on stone? He has vision of the stone in the back, but not going for it yet. Archer range aggressively. Stark is saying TaToH is in a bad spot. Didn't TaToH, Stark, didn't I just delete a message of yours because you used aggressive language? It's not a Brazilian stream, my friend. We have standards. Viper up. A solid 16-9 Rush FC. Kinda like that. Can Viper house scout that archery range? I don't think that he will. Maybe, well, the Drush is somewhat there. I think Viper feels like he's safe. Or he walls his stuff. He's scared of the scout still. Huh. Yeah, I say that. Actually say it way too often, yeah. Defensive tower. Archers around, trying to micro that one back. Puts himself behind the tower. It's a lot of low HP. Wills needs to jump in there, rest in the 2TC. And TaToH, 85% on that one. Is he trying to get it through? Doesn't really look like it. Beautiful micro here, but the Viper anticipated that and is focusing down the villagers. Gets one. The Viper survives this one. TaToH just putting it a bit too close. Maybe attacking in a bit too early. If it was 2 tiles away, further away, that could have worked out and could still have blocked the gold. Wow. In Brazilian stream, you would have been shirtless. Please go Brazilian. Kappa pride. Next tower. TaToH indeed did go for that defensive stone spot. Double X I'm fletching now for the Viper. Spearman not in the perfect position. Oh, Viper needs to go back. Trying to do some guaranteed damage there from the range. Spearman trying to debate a bit. Viper's trying to abuse his 6 range now. Villagers of TaToH at 9 and 3 HP. TaToH without any upgrades. Viper trying to go for the wraparound. Villagers now moving in. Those villagers and TaToH even sending 3 more. He knows what's up. How important it is to attack now. Viper still not on stone in the back. Has a lot of free food still. Sweet stuff for him there. Crossbowman now around. Should out micro whatever TaToH is throwing at him.
Mandatum.
Oh, and that's a tower with enough range that it seems to block that gold spot quite nicely. Oh, but, well, auto-attacking the house for now. Can't even get 16 castle when undisturbed in Arab pocket. Oh, Viper with the small miss micro loses. Close to 2 archers. Oh, and steps off the pedal there as well for a small second. Loses 3 crossbows. That's so bad for him. TaToH is now moving in, and those villagers are pretty hurt. Oh, that's just so bad. No production at the moment. Viper with the sloppy plays here. Pulling in more villagers. Queues up another skirmisher. I still feel like the archers would be a better choice. Bowsaw now. What is TaToH doing here with the Viper? Just seems so good. Another tower. If this tower goes up, the Viper is in some troubles.
Yay. Mandatum.
Oh boy. And those villagers, they will all die. I believe Viper's dead. What can he do? He's getting debated here. That tower will go up, and Viper is going back. This is game, guys. Viper did throw this game, trying to debate a bit more, but this is getting so tricky. More skirmishes. He doesn't need skirmishes. He needs more crossbows. Losing all of them. 27 pop. Or 10 villagers behind now. TaToH, how does he look when it comes to castle age? Oh, well, don't mention it. And those villagers are going down as well, or are they? Oh, this is so tricky. And TaToH goes full attack still. Second archery range. Viper sending villagers at the front again. Trying to get another archery range up here. Why is he not building it just safe in the back? Just puts it back in the open. Oh, what a tough spot. It's still. Second axe even for the Viper here. Trying to go back. So many idle villagers at all times though. Another tower. Viper being so close to the center gold isn't really helping him. Loses another crossbow. Loses another crossbow and yet another one. Military count 2 to 16 at the moment. And that crossbow went out at the wrong side again. Viper with the sloppy plays here. I'm really scared for him. Low HP villagers. Still going on that gold over here. Why did he not build that archery range more defensively? It would have been so much better. And TaToH, he's relentless. GG! TaToH is winning this show match 3-1. And I said TaToH is my favorite to take spot number 2 at the moment at Nilly's apartment camp. And he has shown why. What a beautiful, beautiful play from TaToH. So much aggression. Did hide the stuff. And one failed tower, but then went for it. The Viper played an open Drush FC. Pwah! Risky move. And didn't pay off. TaToH, just too aggressive, too clean play. Punished the Viper too much here. I'm impressed, guys, and I'm so hyped for Nilly's apartment cup. On a wonderful, wonderful world we are living in. TaToH 27 to 11 kills. Viper had way more gold. TaToH completely ignoring the gold part there. And yeah. Viper throwing a tribute to TaToH's sister. Is that so? And as he's going to be the bomb. Thanks for the content.